Hi there! In this video, we are going to talk about the reciprocal. So what is the reciprocal? I literally just take my fraction and I flip it over. So a couple things to remember. When you have a whole number, that's just like a counting number, a number that's not a fraction, there's always going to be a 1 in the denominator. So if I have a number like 5, that's the same as 5 over 1. Or if I have a number like negative 23, that's the same as negative 23 over 1. So a whole number or a counting number or an integer, one that's positive or negative, always has a 1 in the denominator, even if it's not written. And the second thing to remember is don't change the sign. So if it's positive, don't turn it to negative or vice versa. Literally, I'm just taking my fraction and I'm flipping it over. So here's a couple examples. I got 4 of them for you. I want you to find the reciprocal. So find the reciprocal of 2/3. So I literally take my number and I flip it. So this would be 3 over 2. And that's it. Okay, next one. Negative 5 over 7. I'm going to take them and I'm going to flip them over. So this would be 7 over negative 5. Now, a couple things to know about fractions and negative numbers. When I'm writing my answer, it's okay if my negative stays on the bottom with my 5. It's also okay if my negative is out in front. That means the same thing. And it's also okay if my negative stays on the top. As long as I just have one negative, it can either be in the denominator, out in front, or on the top. That still means that my fraction overall is negative because, remember, a positive divided by a negative is equal to a negative, and a negative divided by a positive is also equal to a negative. And overall, my number is negative. Next. 1 over 12. I'm going to take it and I'm going to flip it over. So this becomes 12 over 1. Final answer. Now you could write it as just 12. That's okay too because 12 over 1 is the same as 12. And last but not least, 10. Okay, so here I don't have a fraction, but I really do because any whole number really has a 1 in the denominator. So then I take it and I flip it over. So this becomes 1 over 10. So remember, when you're finding a reciprocal, you literally take your fraction and you switch the spots of the top and the bottom, and that's it. And if you have a negative, just know that it's going to stay negative, and the easiest thing to do is just like here in this example, I want to write it this way where my negative is just out in front, so overall my fraction is negative. If you have any questions, let me know. Good luck.